Oops. So here we go. Just try and get the big picture on so I can see what you can see. Right, are you ready? So grab your hoops if you've got them. This is a hula hoop. It's a weighted hoop. It's a power hoop deluxe. And no, I haven't put the weighted inserts in here. So I'm just using it with the weight of the hoop, okay? Why am I doing this? Yes, this is fantastic. It's great for your core. It's great for massaging your digestive system. And it's fantastic for regulating your hip to waist ratio, but also so that I don't have to stand again, hi, right in the screen. That's all, really. All right? So you ready? So I'm going to start hooping. You can either hoop along with me or you can just listen because I'm a font of information. You ready? So I'm going to step into my hoop, place the hoop on my lower back, zip up my core muscles. Remember, guys, you want to imagine doing up a zip. You don't want to just brace. When you brace, you bear down on your pelvic floor. We want pelvic floors strong. So zip up, place the hoop on my lower back, put my right leg in the front, and boom, I'm off. I'm also just going to put a timer on quick. Oh, God, this is tight this morning. So I normally do this with a longer top on. I forgot this top's slightly cropped. Oh, this is tight this morning. So you'll see me going, oh. So if you're new to hoop, you only want to hoop every other day. And you only want to hoop for about a minute or 2 minutes each direction. Because when you first start, it can be a little bit uncomfortable. Yeah, just because you're not used to it. Just like when you ride a bike and you get a bit saddle sore, when you first start hooping, you might be hoop sore. All right, so just be warned. And the more layers, the better to tuck it in. You don't really want to be hooping on bare skin. So you can see I'm just about on my top for this, but it's like, oh, it's really tight this morning. So I'm kind of a bit more wincy. Anyway, how are you? So it is Monday. Monday motivation. Never miss a Monday. I love Mondays. You know, like people go, oh, God, it's Monday. I like Monday because I always feel like it's a new chance. It's a new sheet, a fresh week to do better, to either make more time for yourself, to prioritize your health and fitness, whatever it is, your goal, this is it. It's like a clean sheet, isn't it? A fresh start. So that's why I like Mondays. So I've just finished teaching my main class I do on a Monday, 9:10 a.m., 30 minutes via Zoom, power half an hour. It's a full body workout with weights. If you are watching me, if you're a lady and you're still not lifting weights, girls, pick up some weights. It's never too late and it's never too soon. You want to start using weights. You know, we want to look after our hormonal health. We want to look after our bone health. We want to look after our muscles, tendons and ligaments. So weighted workouts are the way to go. If you are a cardio bunny, yeah, start adding some weights in and I promise you, you will never, ever regret it. I came to losing weights quite late, if I'm honest. I dabbled with them a little bit, but not much. So I'd say probably when I was about 40, I started lifting weights more and it's been a big game changer for me. So that's your top tip today, start lifting weights. The other thing I want to tell you about is I'm doing a women's wellness. We're on week 4. I think we're on week 4. We did happiness and positivity. We did gratitude. Actually, on week 5. We did nutrition. We did hydration. And week 5, this week, we're just doing general healthy habits and consistency. So this week, we're working really hard on closing the kitchen. So if you listen in, I will talk to you all about this. And then on Wednesday, I'll do a deeper dive into whatever we're doing. So this week, it's closing the kitchen after dinner. All right. And I'll talk to you about intermittent fasting, etc. And I'll do all of that on Wednesday at around about 10 a.m. So put that in your diaries to come and join me. All right. So what else have I got on offer today? Just in case you want to come and join me. 6:30 till 7, I am teaching. What am I teaching? Emma, what are you teaching? I am teaching, I know, Pilates, core and more. So if you fancy a little bit of that, that's what I'm teaching tonight. It's via Zoom. You can join me for as little as £5, so there's no real risk. And if you love my classes, you obviously come and join me. I've got memberships, I've got pay-as-you-go, I've got all sorts of things. And if you're watching me, you live anywhere near me, I live in DA10, so I'm about 5 minutes out from Blue Water. I am teaching kettlebells tonight at 5:30 till 6. That's a face-to-face class in Castle Hill. So quite a lot of different things going on today. So hopefully you're feeling fantastic and you're ready to go. Talk to me. Are you feeling fantastic and ready to go? Or are you watching me sitting on the sofa thinking, oh, I'd really like to start, but I just don't know where, or oh, I'll start next week. Talk to me. Oh, honestly, I'd love to know. I don't want to talk just at you. Talk to me. And in a moment, I'll come over and I'll check and see if there's any comments on there. So if you are commenting, make sure you're being nice, because, oh dear, sometimes the comments are really mean. I don't get that. I don't know about you. If I see stuff on social media and I don't like it, or the person just, because we all got different personalities, I don't ever feel the need to go in and be horrible to them. I just sort of scroll past, I don't get why people go in and say nasty things. It's weird, isn't it? Because if I'm horrible, I feel really bad. I don't know about you. If I say something horrible, I feel bad afterwards. I mean, in general in life. So I try really hard not to, because I just don't see the point of being unkind, really. But there you go. That's just me. Did you have a wonderful weekend? My weekend just went by in a blur. I work on a Saturday from 7 until 11. Might not sound a lot, but by the time I've done a couple of PT sessions, a boot camp and a Pilates, by the time I finish, I'm like, just need to be quiet. And then Sundays I have off. But it's like I'm obsessed with work. It's terrible. It's meant to be my day off, but I'm still thinking about my classes. I'm still scheduling my classes for the week, still looking after my PT clients. I just wondered, what do you do for your downtime, guys? How do you relax? How do you switch your brain off? I think there's something to be said for a basic 9-to-5 job where you just leave and then it's done, it's gone. I have to say, I absolutely love my job. I love it, but it is definitely a 24/7. All the time, I'm always thinking about what I should be doing, blah, blah, blah. Right, I'm going to stop halfway through. That's 5 minutes. I'm just going to come over, check you guys out, see if anybody's commented anywhere, because I hate ignoring you. So if I'm a bit up close and personal, don't be mean. I had somebody saying to me, I went, oh, look at, what did they say to me? Oh, look at your wrinkles. I was like, all right, yeah. And most people have got wrinkles. I'm not trying to not have them. No, we're all good. Right, I'm going to hoop on the other side. You ready? Yeah? Here we go. So now, remember what I said? You've got to do both sides. There we go. There we go. We're off. So I've got my doggy walks in. I think what I do to switch off on calm days, I read. I love reading. Really, really love reading. I used to only read when I was going on holiday, which is a bit of a shame, really. So now I make sure I read every day. I like reading. So that's my calm thing. And obviously taking my little doggies for a walk. Now, I'm not sure if you can see them. I know on StreamYard, which is on my YouTube and my Facebook, you can actually see the bean bags. So you can probably see some of the chihuahuas. But basically, there's bean bags over here. They're all on them. And there's a little moon bed down there. They're in that too. So taking the chihuahuas out, that should be relaxing. But I've got to admit, my little chihuahuas, some of them are a little bit more feisty than others. So the walks aren't always as relaxing as they could be. However, I always feel like a better person when I've taken my little fur babies out. But we've got some poorly ones. So it's a really fine line between taking them out enough to keep them fit and healthy and strong, but not taking them out too much and tiring them out. It's a real tricky balance. It really is. But again, this is like you guys. If you don't go out and get a walk and get some daylight, get some fresh air, your mental health will deteriorate. Everything is affected. Your bone health. So if you're at home sitting indoors all day, social interaction is really important. And I was listening to something at the weekend about Alzheimer's and dementia. I don't know how you guys. I always worry about things like that. I worry about it a lot. When I was younger, I had quite a high sugar diet. Like even now, I've got a terribly sweet tooth. Sometimes I can keep it under control a lot better. Other times it's like off the chain. I'm quite stressy, quite an emotional person. The only good side, I guess, is I let it all out. I don't just internally stress. So I'm hoping that's positive. But I do worry of the effects, on your brain health. If any of you have ever suffered from brain fog, whether it was after having babies or whether it's due to the perimenopause, it's actually quite scary. Sometimes you literally go into a room, you completely forget what you've done. The worst one is if you drive somewhere and you get there and you almost don't quite remember the drive. That's bad. That's a bad one. For example, yesterday I'd had the heating on and then I turned it off and I couldn't remember if I turned it off or not. It's silly little things, but I don't know, it really bothers me. It really worries me. So it's very important for your mental health and look after your brain. So socializing, talking, that's good. I think when we get a bit fed up, you tend to, you go like a little hermit. You don't want to go out. You don't want to socialize. You don't want to mix. but it's very important that you do to keep your brain working well, as is your daily walks, your daylight exposure, your vitamin D. We need that. It's quite hard to get your vitamin D from your food, you know. So you've got your oily fish and your sardines, but other than that, it's really hard. So you really need that daylight. So that's something to think about as well for your overall health. And of course, your omega-3s. So I've been taking omega-3s for years and years and years, but I've learned more in the last, what we're on now for, 5 months about omega-3 and omega health than I've learned in all the years I've been involved in the fitness and wellness industry. So I'm really working on that. I'm taking a very high quality omega-3. I call it liquid gold. It's a little shot of balance oil. And I'm really doing that to try and sort of look after my DHA, my DPA levels in my brain. Because seriously, I really do genuinely worry about Alzheimer's, dementia and stuff like that. I really do. So if you're one of those people where you're watching me thinking, God, I know what Emma's talking about, I worry as well. You know, get in touch. I can help you. I'll give you top tips like I'm doing now, you know, saying go out for that walk, you know, make sure your vitamin D levels, definitely look at your omega health. And that is something that I do personalized nutrition. I do that now. I didn't used to, but I've realized that I would give recommendations out to my girls, like general recommendations, like magnesium. Oh my God, magnesium is amazing. And I would tell them all these different things, and I'd just give them links to Amazon and stuff, ones that I'd use or ones that I'd researched from were meant to be quite good. And then I decided that actually I want a little bit more information than that. So I got much more science-based and test-based. So when I gave my girls these recommendations, I really knew that, number one, I was doing it and testing myself to see if my levels were changing, but I knew the science could back up my recommendation. It's like this. I'm happy to recommend these hoops. I've been using them like 10 years. They've never let me down. They're fantastic. So I'm happy to recommend it. It's the same with supplements. The supplements business is a massive, massive business, but it's a bit like the food industry. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors. A lot of it's not as good as you think. A lot of it is just very expensive wee, because you're taking them, spend all your money and just weeing them out. They're not doing your body any good. So that brings me to the end of our hoop and chat. But yeah, so if you want some help with any of that, I'm on an absolute massive mission at the moment to not only obviously really look after my brain health, my body, everything. I'm trying very hard to look after my gut health, heal my gut health. After, as I say, lots of years of using synthetic hormones, as in contraception, terrible. So my younger ones are up I know the pill is really super convenient, girls. I mean, I was on it for years, but God damn, I wish I'd realised sooner how much damage it does to your body. High sugar diets, you know, your poor gut health, coffee drinkers, unless you're having like Bulletproof or Danger coffee, a really, really good coffee. It's not good for your gut. You know, we don't do ourselves a lot of good. Think about your car. Hopefully, if you've got a car, you look after it. You give it an MOT, give it a service. If lights come on the dashboard, you panic, don't you? Like, oh my God. Your body has a dashboard and it's got loads of lights going off and it's warning you when it needs help. We just choose to ignore it most of the time. And good God, like a car, you can actually replace your car. But with your body, you can't. You get one, so it's worth looking after. But anyway, I digress. I need to stop talking. I wanted to stick to 10 minutes, and I find it hard. As you can hear, I'm passionate about what I'm doing. I'm a font of information. If you want to know any more about anything I've talked about, just send me a message. I'd love to help you. I really, really would. I'm just going to make that small so I can see. Yeah, so just at the end of this live, you can go back in and comment if you want. You can send me a DM. Whatever you'd like to do, I would love, love, love to help you. And other than that, have a fantastic day. And if anyone wants to join me tonight, fitness for a fiver, half an hour via Zoom, 6:30. It's Pilates, core and more. And I would love, love you to join me. So Insta crew, I'm going to say goodbye to you. Get in contact if you want any more information about anything I've talked about. And then TikTokers, how are you? You all right? Did anybody say anything today? Let's have a look. I joined. Oh, you joined. Okay. I'm not sure what that means, but hey ho. Right. No one's dropped me any comments. Guys, if you want to talk to me at the end of this live, just come and put it in. Send me a DM because I won't see your comments. And I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye, guys. And what about you guys? Is anybody there? Oh, I can see 4 people are watching, but I don't know who. If you're watching me on StreamYard, Can you let me know where you're watching me? Just because I'm interested to know. Because at the moment, I'm going, where am I going? I'm going live in my private Body Blitz group. I'm going live in my YouTube, and I'm going live on my Facebook page. So hopefully some of you can see this. I don't like this view. It's really weird. Sorry, it's a bit of vanity here. Oh, Denmark. Hi in Denmark. So my little Denmark person, you watching me on Facebook, yeah? And we're in Denmark. What's the time in Denmark? Is it the same as here? So in England, in the UK, it's 17 minutes past 10 at the moment. So I don't know if in Denmark it's the same, but hello in Denmark. Yeah, just let me know, where are you on YouTube? Are you on Facebook? Where are you watching me? But yeah, the vanity side, I don't like this. When I've got my phones up higher, it's much trimmer. When I'm on this, I'm really wide and I'm like, oh God, I hate it. And you can see more of the front room. I think you can see the bean bags and the dogs. You can see the armchair. But anyway, oh, you're an hour in front. Okay, that's interesting to know. So there, I learned a new thing today. So now I know in Denmark, you're an hour ahead of me in England. Now I wonder how I pronounce your name. Is it Jeet? Jeet? So I do apologise if I pronounce that wrong. Even if you're in Denmark, guys, wherever you are in the world, you can come and join me. I do classes via Zoom. I love Zoom classes because they're interactive. So at the moment, I'm just talking to you guys. I can see your comments, but I can't see you. When I'm teaching on Zoom, I have like a little gallery view so I can see you all, and I can see you all working out, and I can coach you, and I absolutely freaking love it. It's great. So wherever you are in the world, there's probably a way you can join me. So if you're interested in joining me, you would like to come and do any of my classes, let me know. I do a fitness for a $5 thing, and I would love you to join me. Anyway, I'm going to say, you can call me Jet. Oh, cool. I can say that. All right. Hiya, Jet. Right. I'm going to say goodbye now. Thank you for watching. I do the hoop and chat most days at around about 10 a.m. Some days I don't, because if I'm going off teaching, but I try and do about 10. Wednesday is always the big women's wellness one. So I will look forward to seeing some of you at Wednesday. Oh, there he is. Carter Walker's there as well. And Jet, I will look forward to interacting with you as you follow me more over the following days, weeks, months. And I'll see you all soon. Bye, guys. See you later.